Hello, friends. Here we are once again, still on our Lenten journey, and we are thanking God by the day. I'm praying for the strength to be able to grow in the Spirit and to be the best that God wants us to be. This time around, I would like us to kind of think one little bit about relationship, and this relationship is the word I notice there is very often friction, and I'm talking about mother-in-law and daughter-in-law. I just watched a video clip on social media recently that showed the husband being in the house and the wife coming in. The wife saw a bag, traveling bag on the table and said, "Who has this?" And the wife said, "It's Mama." And then the husband said, "It's Mama." And the wife was furious. Why did she not tell us that she's coming? Why is she here? Why did she not inform me? Where is she? And then the husband said, "She's in the kitchen cooking." "What is she doing in my kitchen? It is my kitchen. How can she be entering my kitchen?" And she was all running wild and getting angry and said that she must go this night. And then the husband said, "No, it's late. Mama cannot go this night." And the wife insisted that she must go. At the end of the day, Mama came out. And who was Mama? The wife's mother. And when the wife's mother came out and saw the daughter who wanted Mama to leave, started smiling. "Ah, Mama, you came. So good to have you here." And then the husband said, "Mama has to leave because you said that Mama must leave." And the rest is not so important for our reflection now. But let's look at this issue. The wife wanted Mama to go because she thought Mama was the husband's mother. And when at last she saw that it was her own mother, she didn't want Mama to go anymore. She was so happy and so comfortable with having Mama around. Actually, I noticed that this is something that happens very often. Not with every daughter-in-law, not with every mother-in-law, but to a great extent, this has been a problem. Very many daughters-in-law and mothers-in-law are at loggerhead with one another. They don't want to see each other. They look for blame. They look for something wrong. They look for bad thing. They look for something to criticize. They look for something to condemn about the other person. And there's always tension in the family. I think we can take our minds back to the Bible and think of Ruth and Naomi. It's a classical example of how a mother-in-law and a daughter-in-law should be. Ruth married Naomi's son, and then the son died. And because of the love that Ruth had for Naomi and the family, there were two. The other one, daughter-in-law, left. Ruth said she was not going to leave, and she stayed with Naomi. Naomi said, "I'm going back to Bethlehem, to my land." She said, "I'm going with you. Your home will be my home. Your people will be my people. Where you stay, I will stay." And with that sincerity, sincere love for the mother-in-law that made her follow her, decide to live for her, she was abundantly blessed. Her name is mentioned in the genealogy of Jesus. She's part of people involved in the history of our salvation. So we too can borrow and live from that. It doesn't matter where we stand. We never have a perfect situation. The mother-in-law is not perfect. The daughter-in-law is not perfect. And unfortunately, this family feud is very often among the female folk. Very often, not always, because sometimes here and there you find the male folk involved. But predominantly, it is with the women in the family, and most especially the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law. We have testimonies and testimonies of good daughters-in-law and mothers-in-law, but we have horrible stories as well concerning mothers-in-law and daughters-in-law. We can be more accommodating, dear mothers, dear sisters. We can be more accommodating. We can be more tolerant. We can be more sisterly. We can be more receptive. We can be more friendly. It is to our own good. It is for the good of the family if we receive one another with open heart and give everybody a chance to breathe and live at peace. So let's think about that. If you are a daughter-in-law or you are a mother-in-law or you are associated with them, try to give them advice to be tolerant, to be loving, to be accommodating, so that everything may be well. Because sometimes when it goes bad, it spills over and other members of the family gets involved and things get out of hand. So please, let's work on good relationship and family togetherness. Thank you. Enjoy your Lent. Nothing but thy blood can save.